People are so funny. Like, people will have the biggest attitude, they'll have the biggest audacity, they'll do and say whatever and mistreat you, say some crazy out the side of their neck kind of behavior and talk to you. And then you mess around and step on their toes and they scream, ouch. Some of these individuals, these people, this person, whoever it is, they've been screaming, ouch now for the past 2-3 years. You stepped on their toes back in 1956. They still telling the family, they still telling their new boo, they still telling their next baby mama, baby daddy, what you said, why you said it, when you said it. They still screaming, ouch. Never mind all the times they disrespected you, talked about you, overlooked you, didn't help you, all of this stuff. You messed around and stepped on their toes because they were in the way. Some of these people, I don't care if it's a co-worker, an associate, a mother, lover, sister, friend, cousin, brother, they were trying to trip you up. That's why I said you didn't even purposely step on these people's toes. Maybe back in 1956, you rubbed them the wrong way, said something they didn't like, and you didn't even know it. You were unaware of it, but they got their little feelings hurt, and all of a sudden, it's you. You did this, you said that, why you did that. Meanwhile, the whole time they knew they were trying to trip you up. The whole time they knew they was trying to be funny about your dress, about your shoes. The whole time they knew they was talking about the fact, some of you men, that you got all these children. They knew what they was trying to do and trying to say when they said what they said and did what they did to you. They knew their intentions. But because you're so kind, so meek, so this and that, listen, my love, sometimes you don't understand the intentions of other people. So you around here trying to show up with this genuine love, but there's still a truth about you. Authenticity, however, I can't even get it out. You just raw. You're just raw. So when you do what you do and say what you say, you have a pure heart about it, but your truth is still your truth. You messed around and stepped on their toes because they were in the way. You show up one way, other people show up another. You can be kind-hearted, they show you, I was about to say they show you they behind. That's the truth. Over here, y'all, that's what we on. Those of you that are new to the channel, welcome to the Walk Heavy channel. Over here is Truth, Love, and Light, heavy on the truth. I've been chosen to speak the truth, so that's what we gonna do. Those of you that are returning, y'all already know. I love y'all so much. I thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank you for your PayPals, Cashapp, super thanks, thumbs up, love, support, continuing to show up, y'all. Each and every single time that I show up, please know I appreciate you all so much. Let's get into this thing because I don't want to hold you no longer than I have to. First one. They telling everybody that will listen, everybody that got an ear and that could hear. They telling everybody you scuffed up their shoes, but not telling how they left them bolts in the road. They telling everybody you done came in the house, you came around the corner, and you kicked their shoe into the middle of next week and told them to go and find it. This is the story and the narrative people will put on you with your loving, kind self. People know that's how you are. But the moment you speak up and stand up for yourself and you start telling people what it is, what it ain't, reading them from A to Z and not being ignorant, it's just I've been clocking you and I've been waiting on the right opportunity to tell you how you raised me. Waiting on the right opportunity to tell you, sir, ma'am, that you have not been doing what you need to do when it comes to your children, this relationship, whatever we got going on. I've been waiting on the right time to tell you, boss man, boss woman, you're not doing the job. Whoever you are, whoever's watching this video, there's a truth about you. And sometimes, y'all, we get to that point to where we got to go ahead and say what we need to say and do what we need to do. And it's not that you did or you are saying it in a tacky way. No. The truth is the truth, and whenever you speak the truth or whatever you do and you do it in truth, it could be a whole lot of love behind it, but that truth is always going to hit them in the gut and make them shut up. Hit them in the gut and make them shut up. They'll go and tell everybody you said, you did, why you this, why you that. Never mind all the other things and nice things you said and done to them. Somebody and some people have literally put a narrative on your life since 1956. Before you could even be born, some of you, they already said your child this and that, your mama this and that, your cousin this and that. They already was talking about you. Telling everybody that will listen, you scuff their shoes. We're talking about you stepping on people's toes unconsciously for a lot of us. But because you walk heavy and you stand 10 toes down about your business, your truth, and what God told you to do and everything else, you stepping on the toes of people that's in the way of your purpose, people that's in the way of your destiny, people that's in the way, always talking, trying to out-talk you, trying to make sure that their life look better than yours. They're in the way. And so they start talking about all they rah, rah, rah and blah, blah, blah and accolades and how they got all this kind of money. You messed around and told them, you know what? I decided I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to work this thing right here and let it work for me. And they shut down all that little tangible stuff that they have. And not to say y'all a 9 to 5 is this and that. No, but I'm talking about this is how you dismantle some people for some of you. It could be something as simple as you saying, you know what? I paid off my daycare for the whole year. See, some people will run up in your face and tell you all this stuff they got going on. Stuff that don't matter. And your truth is your truth. So you think just casually and genuinely you telling people, this person, that associate, that you just paid off the daycare bill for the year. You're not. That's your truth. And it sounds like it should be innocent. But when people out here trying to trip you up, make you feel bad, make you always play second row, when you just simply put that kind of stuff out there, oh my goodness, it shut down shop. It shut down their narrative. It shut down their game. It shut down all the lies they've been talking about when it comes to you. You stepped on their toes. By just standing in your truth, being real, being raw, being authentic, and they still telling everybody how you kicked them out the house. They didn't help you with no bills. They come in, eat up all the snacks, suck up the air, poop everywhere, don't clean out the toilet, none of that. And they want to tell people you kicked them out. Absolutely, I did. I don't have time to be cleaning up grown woman, grown man poop, plus my children's and the dogs. Plus I got to make sure I got myself together and I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm doing all of that. You got to go. You must go. Somebody stepped on this person's toes when you told them, I need my key back. I need my key back because when I come in my house, I want it to look the way I left it. I don't have time to be coming in this house, cleaning up dishes, making sure that the toilet clean, making sure that the TVs are off. You keep leaving my TVs on, my lights on. Where are you when I come home? You should be doing something productive. You have to go. I'm in somebody's business. You have to go. And when you said what you said and did what you did, even if it was in a loving way, you stepped on this person's toes because they were in the way. I told you, coming through the door, kicking their shoes out the way. You're coming through the door trying to figure out what's really going on up in here. The music loud. I'm in somebody's business. They having a whole party while you at work. It could be your children. It could be your own children. You have a responsibility to take care of them. Your house is not a party home. Your house is not a club. Especially when you come home and they hadn't done the bare minimum to take care of the things that you working hard for. Are you crazy or sick? Which one? Because you have lost your mind thinking I'm going to be working myself to the bone. And when I come home, I got to worry about this and this and this. And then when I tell you what it is and what it ain't, you call yourself want to play the victim, talking about you going to call your daddy and your grandma and who said what to you. Meanwhile, all this time I've been taking care of you. And you throwing parties in my house. You sitting up here laid up when I come through here. You eating cereal and watching TV. I'm in somebody's business because I don't even have kids. This is somebody's truth. You stepped on their toes, even if it's your child. Sometimes I told y'all we're so genuine, so loving, so kind that when we have to actually put people in the spaces and places that they belong, they will all of a sudden become the victim and say, you said, you did, make you feel guilty. Never mind all the other times you overlooked all the things they said and did to you. To you. Let's go to the next one. You can tell the right from the left, so it confused you. We're talking about you stepping on people's toes. It don't matter who the people are. You put them where they go. You put the titles cousin, bestie, ex-friend, ex-associate. It don't matter. When you look at these people, when you look at that person, you messed around and stepped on their toes. You couldn't figure out the right from the left. These are the kind of individuals, they always into something, always confusion. They love it. They toes, they feet, they stick out like this. You don't know which way they coming, which way they going when you show up and talk to them. They wake up with an attitude. Again, it could be your own children. You like, what you got an attitude for? You got everything you need. I done bought you everything. Why you mad? I messed around. I'm with you already, man, woman, I'm with you. I done slept with you. We had a good time last night. We went out, you wined and dined me. Everything is good. Wake up this morning and you a whole monster. I feel like I'm sleeping with the enemy because we go to bed one way and you wake up another. These are the kind of people, they're confused even within their own emotions and self. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And so you couldn't tell the right from the left when you looked down at their shoes. It tripped you up. When you look at some of these individuals, I'm not being funny, but I gotta say what I say because this is spirit and we're gonna start digging into these people's business. For a minute, I was out of it. But let's get into this thing. When you look at some of these individuals, you can't tell what it is and what's going on. It's giving confused even from the physical eye. Oh my goodness. And so you stepped on their toes. You messed around and said, what is that? You said what? Innocently. I'm getting in somebody's business, y'all. I'm laughing because this is crazy. Innocently, you turned over and had to give us a second look and said, what is that? And somebody got offended because you couldn't pinpoint who they are, what they stand for, what they do, why they do what they do. And they felt offended that you questioned them. Offended because you just didn't take their lies and kept it moving. Offended that you know the truth. Offended that you can speak the truth. Offended that you know who you are, so you choose not to settle. Offended. Offended. Whoever you are, you don't do confusion. When confusion is present, you know the devil is present too. Anytime somebody come in your life, anytime you out here dancing and sleeping and whatever else you call yourself doing with somebody, if it's always confusion surrounded around that, that's not of God. That's not your person. That's not your people. It's confusion. And when it comes to confusion in you, if people can keep you tied up and wrapped up in confusion, they got you. That's a part of them trying to trip you up. Because you got other things to do, bigger fish to fry. You got a purpose. You got monies you trying to get. You got things you trying to do. And people know that. So they'll stick around long enough to try to trip you up. But I told you, you too real. You too raw, authentic. So your truth is going to be the truth, whether they like it or not. And you say it in love. But when people out here trying to be sneaky, you're going to always step on their toes. Let's go to the next one, y'all, and let's get out of here. Before you know it, or before you know it, you put the shoes on the right feet and braided their hair. Before you knew it, in other words, you got these people together. You got this person together when you stepped on their toes. When you finally kicked them out the house. When you finally told that child, boy or girl, you need to grow up. When you finally start focusing on you, when you finally come up out of that poverty, when you finally do what's best for you. Before you know it, my love, the same people that tried to trip you up, the same thing that tried to trip you up, you was confused about whether the shoe was left, right, what's going on with this person? Not anymore. My love, you put the shoes on the right feet, you put their pants on, you braided up their hair, gave them a jacket, and sent them on their way. In other words, you got their life together. Sometimes people need to hear the truth. Sometimes people need to experience what they experience through you. They need it. And not to say that you're going to be mean or nasty or none of that. But whoever you are, you just carry this truth about you. So even if you don't say it, your spirit does. That light, the Holy Spirit within you, that truth that just will not go away, it speaks. I don't care how nice and loving you are. It just radiates off you, and people know that. I don't care if they don't ever tell you that. They know it. They know it. And so that's why they play behind the scenes and behind the screens and in the dark and everywhere else trying to trip you up. And then you mess around and scuff up their shoes. You kick their feet so hard it break their ankle. They can't get up no more. Somebody is still stuck. I told you. You said and did what you did back in 1956. They still talking about it. Still in their feelings. They ankles still broke because you done shook them. Go off. Spirit. Go off. Spirit. Oh, it's something about you, my love. It's something about you. People have a choice. You either gonna rock with me or you not. If you decide to sit on the sidelines, please move your feet off the court. And thank you. And thank you, because I have things to do. I'm running plays, but not games. Ooh, go off. I'm the man, I'm the woman, I'm running the shots and the call. And if you're in the way of my marriage, of my children, of my business, of my monies, of whatever, my job, I'm going to kick your feet, your shoes, and whatever else out of my way. Even if I'm not aware that I'm doing it, I don't have time to keep looking down when I'm trying to rise. I don't have time to keep looking for your feet, looking for your insecurities, looking for the fact that you can't do better, won't do better, so you don't want me to do better. Meanwhile, I'm trying to make sure you good. You're tripping me up with that. And I don't have time to keep looking for your feet. So I'm going to keep kicking them shoes, kicking your toes, scuffing up your pride, ego, and whatever else until you get out of my way. Please and thank you. That's it. That's all. Listen, I love y'all so much. Ooh, I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank you for your PayPals, Cash App, super thanks, thumbs up, love, support. Continuing to show up, y'all, each and every single time that I show up, 19 minutes in. Y'all, I feel like when I get in these videos, I get to hooping and hollering. So if you made it, we're now 20 minutes. If you made it, we go together now real bad. That means you like this. You like me hooping and hollering, and you like me talking about what I'm talking about. And listen, I love that for us. I love that for us. So until next time, y'all be easy. Peace.